Okay, so let me tell you why you shouldn't take no for an answer. And I know this is for somebody because it just randomly came to me and I just came and grabbed my phone to make the video real quick. So when I think about the monumental times in my life where I felt like God showed up and big things happened for me, it was times when my first answer was no, and I just asked questions or asked like, is there anybody else I can speak to, or is there any more that you can do? Is it something you can look into? And I always end up getting what I desired, and sometimes even more than what I desired, just because I asked those questions. For example, in 2020, in the middle of a pandemic, I started a business. I was doing well, and I wanted my dream car, which was a Benz. And so I did the application online because I didn't want to get rejected in person. So I was like, let me do the little application online. It's like I had faith, but there was part of me that was nervous, just because I knew that I could afford the vehicle, but I knew that before the pandemic, I had just started paying off credit cards and different things like that. Regardless, I did the application and they came back. I was approved, but they were trying to offer me like 12% APR, like all this crazy stuff, right? And I just was like, that's crazy. Like, I don't need that high of a payment. Even if I can't afford it, I'm not paying that much for a vehicle. So I get a call from the guy and we're going over everything, and I was like, is there anything you could do to give me lower interest? Like, is there somebody you could talk to? I know online it keeps saying no, this is the lowest you can go, but is there anybody you can talk to? So the guy was like, actually, yes, I know someone within the financial department with Mercedes, so let me just see what I can do. I'm gonna call and I can at least ask. He asked, I end up getting 4% APR on my brand new Benz, right? So I was like, okay, just think if I would have just been online, saw the 12 and be like, dang, that's all they could do, and I just would have been impressed, and now I got this high car note. No, crazy. Just ask and you may get a yes, or you may get more favor than you think. Also, back when I was in college, I could not afford at the time, because I was going to a private Christian university. It was 25 grand a semester, and I had most of the money in scholarships, grants, things like that, but there was a portion that I still needed. And I remember calling the financial aid office at the end of the semester because we were going into spring, and I was just like, hey, is there anything else y'all can do? Is there any more grants that I qualify for or not? I don't know why I'm talking so fast, but it just came to me and I gotta hit this. So anyway, I asked if there were any grants I qualify for, and she was just like, no. And I was like, is there anything you can do? And I started telling her like my story. I was a first generation college student, and I was the first person to graduate in my family. And so, because I'm telling y'all the story, but I ended up getting paid for it. Anyway, so I tell her the story, and she's like, okay, well, I'll just see what I can do. I go home from Christmas break. 3 days later, I get a call, and she's like, okay, this is what we're gonna do. And basically, the school just gave me the money to continue going there. And once I graduated, I would have 7 years to pay it back. No interest, no like extra fees or anything. They just gave me all the money. Fast forward, I'm a little older than I look, but I graduated in 2014. Fast forward, I paid it off within 6 years. COVID happened, started a business. God was good. The business was being blessed, and I ended up paying off that private loan, and no extra fees, no nothing. And it all started because I didn't take no as an answer. That's what I'm saying. Now, I'm not with the Delulu gang. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm not saying be delusional. I'm just saying simply ask. You never know what you can get. Don't always just take no as an answer. Some things, hey, it may really be a no, but for other things, it's a yes somewhere. You just got to talk to the right person, okay? Because when you have God on your side, you have the favor of God on you, and he will send people to press an extra button or ask a couple extra questions, or they may know somebody. So, yeah, I just say that to say, if you recently got a no, keep asking. Figure out the right person to call. Keep asking. If not, just trust that God will open another door in another way. But this is for the people. I feel like there's somebody that you recently got to know, and I promise you the answer is actually yes. Call back. Tell them a little bit more. Ask to speak to maybe a manager or a supervisor to figure out what you can do, because 9 times out of 10, you're probably one of the only people doing that. A lot of people don't do that. So do it and let me know, Okay, bye.